court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1-2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's still easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in the bustling city of Collinsville as we get you set for some Collinsville Kahok girls softball action. I am Todd Duke. Chris Kettler will be along here in just a minute. We welcome you into the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. And visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 9-13. They are 4-4 in Southwestern Conference play. Today they take on the O'Fallon Panthers. O'Fallon right now sitting in third place in the Southwestern Conference. They have a 16-7 record, and they are 5-3 in conference play. Edwardsville holds the top spot. Tigers are 17-3 overall and undefeated in league play at 7-0. And Alton, last night's opponent here at the softball complex, they are 17-7, sitting in second place, and they are 6-3 in conference play. Collinsville's record puts them right now in 6th place. I had to count first. In the conference, ahead of East St. Louis and right behind Belleville East. Collinsville, of course, coming off of a loss last night here, 5-2 against Alton. Chris Kettler, he was at that game, so I didn't ask the coach about that game in the pregame show because we talked about so much more. So give us your take on last night's affair.
Well, it was all set up to be a close, maybe 2-1 type game, but Alton got the big hit there in the, let me check what inning that was, the 5th inning there. Intentionally passed, Kahawks intentionally passed Alton's big hitter there, gave it to the hands of another girl with the bases loaded, and she came through with the big double to make a little more lopsided score, make it 4-0, and Alton cruised from there. Their pitcher struggled there in the 1 inning, the 6th inning, and then they brought in a new pitcher, and she closed the door on the game.
Picking up the save. Nice to see you, by the way. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, we've been on Well, the soccer game the other day, but
Yeah.
we've been kind of on some opposite schedules.
I know, man. With all these rainouts, I'm amazed I haven't seen anybody, actually. All right, O'Fallon, coached by Lauren Muniz. She is in her 4th year, and including this year's mark of 16-7, she is now 74-39 into her 4th year. Coach Brett Swip in his 3rd year, and if you add in his 9-13 record, he is now 46-49 on the year. 22nd game of the year taking place today. When did the 22nd game take place last year? Well, I broached that subject with Collinsville head coach Brett Swip, amongst many other things, and we'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We have shift ball diamonds, and we are away from Woodland Park and back at the Collinsville Sports Complex. We're ready for some Kahok softball as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the O'Fallon Lady Panthers. And joining us now on the pregame show is Collinsville head coach Brett Swip. Coach, let's talk a little weather, man. 22nd game of the year. It is May the 7th. The 22nd game of the year that took place last year was on April 21st. How wacky has this weather been?
Yeah, it's hard to get into a routine, that's for sure. You know, every day we kind of send out emails to our kids every night, you know, and we're kind of like, well, we could do this or we could do this, and be prepared for practice, be prepared for a game, and it's definitely been wild. But, you know, our kids have handled it really well. I've been impressed by, you know, just the flexibility and patience. Our families have been real, you know, just on board with the changes that we've had. So just part of it, man. Spring in the Midwest, part of it.
Yeah, this time last year on May 7th, you guys have already played 27 games. That's 5 more games than you've already played this year. How much does that affect not only the team, because you guys can't get out and practice as much and you can't get the games in, but also the fans, man? They're having a hard time trying to keep up with the comings and the goings, aren't they?
It really does. I mean, it really makes you, I mean, you know, I know you and I've had a lot of conversation about Kahok, you know, Kahok Sports Network and just what you do, and communication is difficult. I mean, you know, the time is new, so you don't have newspapers as much, you don't have as many reporters out, you know, so getting changes out to families and trying to utilize social media, trying to utilize press, it's hard to get into a routine. And, you know, I know, you know, Coach Smith and, you know, the new AD and with people like yourself and resources like you, I mean, we need to continue to do a better job of spreading the news about Kahok sports, and then to add on top of it schedule changes, and add on top of it, you know, location changes, or it's difficult. And so we're a little bit we're a little bit behind some other communities. You know, we don't have quite as much coverage, so, you know, that's why you're such a blessing to come out to these games and stay, you know, keep your social media, you know, your Facebook going. I mean, we really appreciate that because we need to get more communication out to our families.
Thanks, folks. I'll be here all week. Literally, I'll be here all week except for Thursday. All right, I mentioned the 22nd game of the year. Right now, you're 9-13. After the 22nd game of the year last year, you were 16-7. So it's a little bit of a flip in the records. Is any concern to you at all?
Not yet. You know, we are competing better in the bigger games. So there's really only one game against a top Illinois team that we've gotten blown out, and it was the last time we played O'Fallon. We've played 8 games where it's been between 1 and 3 runs, whether you win it or you lose it. Like, that's a huge difference than what we did last year. So we either blew teams out last year or we got blown out. You know, an interesting stat, at May 1st last year, the teams that we played had a record of 160 and 220. And the teams we played this year are 252 and 151. So, you know, in high school sports, you don't really keep track of our, you know, RPI. And in college and in pros, you know, that's something that's talked about a lot. It's record plus your strength of schedule. So we're very proud that our kids are playing great teams. And, you know, we had a wonderful win against Columbia, you know, in Columbia's 17-win program. We beat Bevel East twice, and they're a 15-win program. So, you know, I mean, we had Edwardsville beat, you know, and lost it in the 6th inning. I mean, so, you know, we're happy with where we're headed. It's a different approach. We talk about it as a coaching staff. You know, is it the right one? You know, do we need to have a couple more cookie games in there for our, you know, for our confidence and stuff? I mean, it's a puzzle piece, but ultimately you got to determine what your goal is. And our goal is to bring a regional back to Kahok softball. It's been almost 10 years. To do that, we just can't afford the cookie games. So you ask me, am I worried? Not yet, because I still think we're getting better, and I still think we're competing, and I'm pretty excited about, you know, Edwardsville's the #1 seed you know, Edwardsville has a chance to be the best, they're the #1 in the conference, so they're gonna be probably a #1 seed in regionals. Well, we had them beat 5-1 in the 6th inning, so there's a chance if we can continue to grow older and more experienced and just give full effort all the time, there's a chance that we can hold up hardware. Now, if you asked me that question last year, no, there was no chance. We were just trying to beat a big team. And ultimately we did at the end of the year, but then we got beat right after that. So, you know, that's a long answer to a question of you know, our record is different, but there's a lot of purpose behind that.
Glad you got that off your chest, Jess, man. Glad that could help. You guys played this team, as you mentioned earlier, back on April the 2nd. You lost that game 10-0, just 2 hits in the game. Haley Yanger in the circle that game, and what do you know, she's in the circle again this game. So the approach of this game, and what are you looking for here?
Yep, I mean, if you're going to beat O'Fallon, you got to start off by beating their pitcher, you know, and Haley's one of the tops in the conference, if not the top, so one of the tops in the area. Her ERA is just phenomenal, and she's a legitimate pitcher, so, you know, we gotta figure out how to get on her, put pressure on their defense. You know, we can't let her single-handedly beat us. But if you're going to go through O'Fallon, you got to go through her first. So that's a testament to how successful she is, and she works at her craft. She's one of the hardest workers in the area. So we got to get through them. We got to put pressure on the defense.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck out there.
All right, Todd. Thanks for the time.
That is Coach Brett Swift of your Collinsville Kahawks. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, the starting 9 for each team will be heading your way. We'll do that next on the Kahawks Sports Network. Well, we are back a lot quicker than that because this game is going to get started. Looks like a couple of minutes early, so we are ready to go. And here is your first batter of the game. That is Miley Bruner. She will play shortstop today for O'Fallon, and she takes one outside from today's pitcher, Kaylee Reynolds. We'll give you Kaylee's numbers in just a moment. Bruner comes into this game batting .385, couple of home runs, and 16 runs batted in on the year. And the next pitch on the way, a bunt, and that one goes foul. We apologize about the pregame interview. We lost our audio recorder a couple of days ago, and because of the busy schedule, we haven't had a chance to get out there and get a new one. So we went with the phone, and this app that I downloaded does not seem to work very well. So bear with us. We'll get through it. Reynolds ready with the next pitch. Swinging a little pop fly on the infield. Darby Tarrant is back at shortstop, and she has it for the first out of the game. That'll bring up Ashley Schlor. She will bat second and catch here tonight, or this afternoon. And Schlor batting .438 on the year. She has 4 home runs and 21 runs batted in. Reynolds' first pitch to her is outside on the corner for a called strike for Kaylee Reynolds. This is her 11th game in the circle, her 7th start. She has 1 complete game. She has a 2-0 record and a 6.16 earned run average. This one just misses the outside corner along with all those numbers. Reynolds has 14 strikeouts to 6 walks on the year, and she's only hit one batter so far in her 25 innings worth of work. She has the second most on the team. Butcher has 100 innings exactly in the books. And then you have Gabby Nieberge with about 2, and Matt Clark with 1 inning pitched. Those are your 4 pitchers so far this year for Collinsville. Here comes a 2-1 pitch to Schlor. Misses the mark, 3-1.
I'm not sure if Coach broached the subject on how he's going to do his pitchers today. I would think we're going to see Butcher here in this game. Maybe sooner than later. Maybe they're going with like kind of a, instead of a closer, Reynolds is a bit of an opener like they've done baseball in the past.
A walk to Schlor will put the first base runner on. Well, remember that game, the last game I did at Belleville East. They had Nieberge out there for 1 inning, and then Butcher came on and pitched the rest of the game.
Yeah, this could be the same type of situation. There was a game last week. I think Reynolds went through 2 innings, and then Butcher came in. That was the Columbia game.
There's a chance for Darby Tarrant. She's up with it, throws over to second for 1 out. Nice play by Heather Martinez. No chance for a return throw. So Kelly Short, that's who that was, reaches on a fielder's choice, and Short came in batting .411 with 3 homers and 36 runs batted in. So 2 outs in the inning as that play goes 6-4 for the putout, and here comes Courtney Settles from the left side. Settles batting an even .500 on the year, but she has only had 8 at-bats previous to this game. Everybody else on her team in the lower 70s to the upper 60s. And so far, Settles, 5 runs batted in her short, brief appearance on the varsity level. Swings and right past the outstretched glove of Heather Martinez at second base. On the way to third is going to be Kelly Short, and in at second base on the throw is going to be Courtney Settle. So she'll get a single, take second on the throw, and Short goes all the way to third base. And with 2 outs, O'Fallon already.
I'd like to see Reynolds get out of this inning with the 0 mark, but
there's a foul ball back here. Yeah, that would have been nice. Dumstorf. She comes in batting .293, 12 runs batted in. This is her 59th plate appearance of the year. Well, actually 59th at bat, her 72nd plate appearance. Collinsville needing 1 more out to get out of this inning with just the 2 runs scored. Runner at first, and the pitch just misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the defense for Collinsville. Alyssa Modlin in left field, Natalie Becker in center, Adriana Hall in right field. Briley Anderton is over at third base today. Darby Tarrant at short, Heather Martinez at second. There's another swing and a fly ball right out to Alyssa Modlin. R.J. Simpson's at first, Riley Doyle behind the plate doing the catching of Kaylee Reynolds. And the out makes the inning come to a close, but in the inning there were 2 runs scored, both of them earned on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 base runner left on. We head now to the home half of the first, and O'Fallon already with a 2-0 lead.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Let's also thank the City of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in the city. And some of those events coming up include a Memorial Day block party and fireworks display. That is going to be the first ever Memorial Day block party in Collinsville. It'll have live music, food, games, and much more from 4:30 to 9 o'clock. Fireworks start at 8:30. If you would like more information, www.collinsville.org.
That's
Darby.
Memorial Day? Sorry
Yeah.
to cut you off.
Yeah, May 26th. I know. It says first annual, but how can it be annual if it's the first one, right? Next year they can call it annual. But
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the first one. I didn't know where that was. Memorial Day, okay.
Yeah, May the 26th. Darby Tarrant will lead things off here for Collinsville. It'll be Darby Tarrant, Adriana Hall in right field batting second. Riley Doyle is catching and batting third. She was originally scheduled to play third base. Mackenzie Lawrence was scheduled to catch, but she showed up to the ballpark with a little bit of fever, so they scratched her from the starting lineup. And that put Briley Anderton at third base instead of being the designated player. And then that responsibility of the designated player went to Belle Marsala. There is Tarrant. Bunt down the third base line. Double clutch on the throw, or else they probably could have had her. And the throw goes all the way down into right field, and Darby Tarrant is on second base with a base hit and an error.
Yeah, third baseman ended up rushing her throw and airmailed it there into foul territory, right field.
And that was Grace Dumsdorf, or if she could have let it go, it might have rolled foul. She picked it up about halfway down the third baseline in fair territory, just in fair territory. Then tried to get the ball out of her glove, and it didn't come out the first time. Got it the second time, and then rushed her throw and threw it away. So base hit, E5. Up now, Adriana Hall, the right fielder. Adriana comes in batting .386 with 5 runs batted in as she looks at one outside. Ball 2-0. Darby Tarrant, by the way, came in batting .263 with 5 RBIs. So the top 2 batters each have knocked in 5 this year. Chance for Hall to make it 6, but she puts a bunt down right to Yanger on the mound. Her throw is off the bag, and everybody's safe.
That's exactly what happened there.
So 2 errors in the inning. This one is going to be charged to the first baseman, Courtney Settles. And that puts runners on first and third for Riley Doyle, who is batting a robust .381 with 12 runs batted in. Yanger are in the circle. We will give you her numbers here in just a second after this first pitch to Riley Doyle. Swinging a pop fly on the infield. First baseman, Settles, has it, and there's one away.
Well, Kahoks already matched the number of base runners they had the first time against O'Fallon.
That's true.
The first 2 getting on base, but Doyle does pop out here.
Yanger is a handful. This is her 21st game played, her 19th start. She has 14 complete games under her belt this year. A 12-6 record, 117 innings pitched in a 2.38 earned run average. And along the way, this is impressive, 21 walks to 133 strikeouts. That is an impressive stat right there. Here is Briley Anderton, the third baseman today. Was going to be the designated player, and Anderson comes in leading her team in batting average with .438, but she has only had 19 plate appearances before this, when everybody else's plate appearances are in the upper 60s and the 70s. So a smaller sample size than the rest, but .438 batting average, 13 runs batted in. Ball gets away, run scores.
Catcher went up to get that ball. Anderton squared around the bunt, and it ran right off her hand and back to the backstop.
And Adriana Hall on at third base. So the run scores on a wild pitch. Or, no, a pass ball, sorry. So a pass ball and 2 errors in this inning have helped Collinsville slice one of those runs off of that scoreboard. And O'Fallon picked up. Next pitch on the way to Anderton is a swing and a miss.
Come on, get this run home, kid.
One out. Runner at third. Briley Anderson swings and misses and goes down swinging.
Yanger owned that corner there, and Anderton couldn't do nothing with it there on the next 2 pitches.
So it's up to R.J. Simpson if we're going to get this game tied up. Simpson on the year batting .290 with 8 runs batted in and 2 home runs to her credit. She steps in from the left side, swings and fouls one back to the screen. It ends up on the roof here. It skipped off the top of the
They're aiming for Pete's computer.
gauge, yeah.
Or maybe yours.
Nah, well, luckily there's a fence there. I know that those of you that are watching are like, stupid fence, stupid backstop. 0-1 the count to R.J. Simpson. Here is Yanger with the next, outside. Ball 1-1-1. Heather Martinez waits on deck. R.J. Simpson hoping she can extend this inning. If she does so, we may be tied. It all depends. She can extend it with a walk, too. Next pitch, outside as well. That's that same corner that she was nibbling on for Anderton.
Yep, them pitches are going away from
Right.
Simpson, and she can't find that corner yet.
Yanger ready with the next. This one's high. Ball 3, 3-1. Yesterday during the baseball game, I was like, wow, look at all that room out there in left center field. Boy, if he hits one there, that'll clear the bases. What do you know? Boom, next pitch in the gap, left center field, bases are cleared. And there's one up the middle, right over Yanger's glove and into the outfield. No play, and we are tied.
Spoiled that pitch there on 3-1. Drives in the run.
So, O'Fallon has 2 runs on 2 hits in their first. Collinsville so far with 2 runs on 2 hits here. One of those runs is unearned. Here is Heather Martinez. Martinez, a .210 batter on the year, 12 runs batted in, 1 home run, and it was a big one.
That was a shot. Grand slam in Alton.
There's a foul off the end of the bat as Martinez was trying to hold up, but got the knob of the bat out there, and that's what the ball hit. Yanger steps back into the circle. Here's the pitch, swinging a high fly ball. This one's in the area of Austin Vickery in center field, and she pulls it down for the 3rd out here in this first inning. But in the inning, Collinsville, they duplicate what O'Fallon did in their half of the first. 2 runs on 2 hits, and they do leave a runner on base. We head now to the second inning, and we're all knotted at 2. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884. Well, in the first inning, the Kahawks matched their hit production of the last game that these 2 teams faced, and they doubled up on their run production. 2-2 game after 1 inning.
Nice to get them runs back. Reynolds gave up there in the first. Should look to get this shutdown inning here in the top of the second.
She will face the bottom 3 in the order. Here is Maya Robinson. She swings at the first pitch, and it is out of play. Robinson, Cassie Owens, the designated player, and then Austin Vickery, the center fielder, who caught the final out of the first inning for O'Fallon defensively, will bat here in this top of the second inning against Kaylee Reynolds. Here's the next pitch. This one's outside, 1-1. Well, that was a nice answer right off the bat, and now these girls are calmed down a little bit, going, you know what, we can hang with these girls.
Yeah, they got the confidence now to get after Yinger after Yinger shut them down the first game, no problem.
2-hitter. We were only 5 innings as the next pitch is fouled out of play, so 1 ball, 2 strikes as Kaylee Reynolds is looking for her first strikeout. She did walk a batter in the first inning, and that batter was erased on a force play as that one's outside. But the force play allowed Kelly Short to reach base, and Short came around to score. So, see, those walks will hurt. Next pitch, swinging another foul ball out of play. 2-2. We're back here tomorrow, providing Mother Nature doesn't wash us away. A non-conference game against Murfreesboro. That is where my dad was born.
Yeah, definitely a different opponent there.
Yeah.
I can't think of Collinsville playing Murfreesboro in anything.
Yeah. The Red Devils, they're called.
Yeah. I believe my aunt was born in Murfreesboro.
My dad was born there. All of his brothers and sisters were born in the house there. My dad was the only kid. He was the last kid. He was born in the hospital. This one's got gap written all over it. It's going to go all the way against the wall in right center field. And at second base with a stand-up double is Maya Robinson.
Yeah, she's definitely a tough out. Had a couple hits, reached on there. First time they played, Kahoks haven't solved her just yet on how to get her out.
Came in batting .340 with 4 runs batted in. Up to the plate now is Cassie Owens, the designated player. Cassie batting .364 on the year, 5 runs batted in. She'll stand in from the right side. O'Fallon in their road jerseys, everybody wearing white pants. O'Fallon's got the dark blue jerseys on. Collinsville's got the dark purple jerseys on. Almost like I have it on my scoreboard. Kahoks are at the front of the Collinsville jerseys in white, numbers in white. There's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's fouled back to the screen. O'Fallon has on their navy blue jerseys with gold trim. Numbers are in gold, and the word O'Fallon across the fronts of their jerseys. As Owens digs back in from the right side. 0-2 count against her. Here's a pitch and another foul ball. So Owens just barely getting a piece of these Kaylee Reynolds pitches and staying alive. Reynolds ready with another 0-2. Here it is. Outside, just missed the corner. Is it my imagination, or there used to be measurements out there on the fences that told us how big this park was, and now they're not there anymore?
There was.
I thought so.
At some point in the past.
Maybe that's a ploy of the coaches. There's a chance at third base. Anderton's up with it. Over to first, back over to third. They're going to get a double play, and they do. What a bang-bang play there. And we go from a runner at second and nobody down to no one on and 2 outs.
Fallon trying to be aggressive there, move the runner up. Tarrant got there in time and put the tag down to get Robinson out at third.
Yeah, Tarrant covering third base after a nice play over there by Anderton. Over to R.J. Simpson at first, and Simpson fires it back across the way. And Tarrant was there covering that third base bag perfectly. 2 outs. And no one on now for Austin Vickery. Vickery will come in from the left side. And swings and, almost caught in the air by Anderton. It pops out of her glove, but she almost snagged that one. Had it snow-coned for a minute, but then it popped right out.
Then she almost grabbed it with her bare hand.
Almost.
Falling down to the ground.
Vickery no easy out either, man. She came in batting .368 with 8 runs batted in, and that's not bad for a number 9 hitter.
I think she had a big hit last time, too. We check here. Yeah, big RBI, 2 RBI single. Third inning last time they played. Not bad for the 9 hitter.
Yeah. This is timeout. Coach Swip out to visit with his girls. Vickery reaches base on an infield hit, and that's going to do it for Kaylee Reynolds. Or, excuse me, for, Kaylee Reynolds.
Yeah, Kaylee Reynolds goes through the lineup the first time here now, and Butcher will start with Bruner here back at the top of the order here.
Kendra Butcher will come in. Excuse me. We'll take a break, and since we got a shortened pregame show, we'll go ahead and give Dr. McCluskey another plug here. We'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Kendra Butcher into the pitcher's circle here for Collinsville as Kaylee Reynolds pitches 1 2/3 of an inning. She gave up 4 hits. She walked 1, and as of right now, she's given up 2 runs, but she is still responsible for the runner on at first base. That is Austin Vickery. Back to the top of the order, and Miley Bruner, who popped up to Darby Tarrant her first time up. We'll give you numbers on Butcher after this pitch. Outside, snap throw down to first base, and back in time is Vickery. Butcher, this is her 18th game that she's pitched in this year. She has 11 starts under her belt, 8 complete games. She's 6-10 with a 4.33 earned run average. And Butcher has 80 strikeouts to go along with 33 walks on the year. There's a swing and a miss by Bruner. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Butcher ready with another delivery. Here it is. Swinging a pop fly. This one's going to go over Tarrant's head and into the shallow outfield where Alyssa Maudlin was played perfectly. And the inning comes to a close, and the book comes to a close on Kaylee Reynolds as well. We head to the bottom of the second inning. We are still tied 2-2. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Let's also thank my buddy Peyton Blaylock. He is with Keller Williams Marquee Real Estate. You can trust the Blaylock team with all of your real estate needs. And if you buy or sell with the Blaylocks, they will donate $200 to your favorite Kahok Booster Club. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today with Keller Williams Marquee, 618-780-4622 or online, www.blaylockteam.com. Well, O'Fallon had their bottom 3 in the order in the second inning. So does Collinsville. Here is Natalie Becker leading off the second, followed by Belle Marsala and Alyssa Maudlin, if anyone can get on, back to the top of the order, and Darby Tarrant. Natalie Becker comes in and brings one over to third base. Second baseman covering, and 1 away. That was a nice play down at third base. Play actually goes 5-4 in the book, but, you know, second baseman covering, that's the way that is scored. Becker, I was trying to find her numbers, 286 batter with a couple of runs batted in. Here is Belle Marsala, who wasn't due to play in this game. She's in there now, batting 162, 6 runs batted in. And she looks at 1 for a strike. Sounded like my turn signal for a minute. Here's the pitch. This one's in the dirt.
Controller don't like me right now.
Gotta be nice to it, man.
I've been nice to this one. It's the old one a couple years ago. I dropped out the window.
Accidentally on purpose. There's a chance for the shortstop, Miley Bruner. She throws over for the out. I failed to give you the defensive lineup for O'Fallon, so how about now? Kelly Short is in left field. Austin Vickery is in center. Maya Robinson, right field. Grace Dumsdorf is at third base. Miley Bruner at short. Kai Williams is at second. Courtney Settles is at first. And Ashley Schlor is behind the plate, catching Haley Yinger. Here comes Alyssa Maudlin. Maudlin looking for her first hit on the varsity side this year. Looks at one. Just a bit inside, ball 1. Quick 2 outs in the inning. Next pitch. That one's a called strike on the inside corner. Maudlin steps in from the right side and fouls one down the first base side. 2-2 in the second inning. 2 outs. Maudlin. 1 ball, 2 strike count against her, and now it's 2-2. That almost skipped in there and hit her.
Yeah, it hit the dirt right there in front of the box, and Maudlin jumped out of the way.
Here's the next pitch, swinging another foul ball down the first base side. Maudlin is very late on those swings. The American flag in center field is blowing a little bit from left field to right field. Not blowing real strong, so probably will not have much of an effect on the game.
Even at that, it's a little more than yesterday. It was totally limp yesterday.
And there's another foul, same side. She's getting a little bit earlier on that swing.
Fighting him off here, staying alive, trying to time out Yinger here.
Corners are not expecting a bunt. Maybe she should switch it up now. Well, first base comes in a little bit closer. Now third base does on the pitch, and she does bunt. It's right in front, and then it rolls foul. Had a little bit of a spin on it. I think she would have beat it out if it would have stayed fair.
Yeah, there was the 2 strikes on her, so that ends the inning. That's a strikeout.
Yep. That is a strikeout. So the inning comes to a close, the first 1, 2, 3 inning of this game, and we head now to the top of the third inning, and we are still knotted at 2. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Let's also thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether you are building a new home or making an addition to the home you currently own, or maybe getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466. Online, pacedesignconstruct.com. Ball outside to Ashley Schlor, the number 2 batter in the order, leads off this inning. And Ashley reached on a walk in her first at bat and then was erased on a 6-4 force play. She's up with the bases empty and faces Kendra Butcher for the first time here in this game.
Hey, good pitch, kid.
Foul back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Schlor, Short, and Settles. All girls' last names that begin with an S here to bat in this third inning for O'Fallon. Butcher, ready. Skips it in there. I saw Adriana Hall at the track meet Saturday. She was there in her uniform. I'm like, do you ever take that thing off? Swinging a high fly ball. This one's in foul territory. Hall on the run, makes the catch in the gravel.
Bring her up there.
Yeah.
There she is, makes that catch before the ball got into that pit there. That's the out of play there. That has the old tarp roll-up thing.
Yep, just in front of it. Nice job, Adriana Hall. Here is Kelly Short. She reached on that fielder's choice and came around to score. Both teams scored 2 runs in their respective halves of the first. First time that she's facing Butcher, and she screams a liner into center field. Becker is up with it, and Short is on base for the second time with a base hit. That's the 5th base hit of the afternoon for O'Fallon, and that brings up Courtney Settles. Settles, the first baseman, singled and scored her first time up.
First baseman, number 78, Courtney Settles.
78.
78, yeah, I said that when I was writing it down. I'm like, why? They have a 78 on their team? They also have a 44. Yeah, it goes to the last 2 numbers on the roster, 44 and 78. Swinging a foul ball back to the O'Fallon dugout. Yeah, it's like a lineman's number, right?
That's, offensive lineman's number.
Yeah. Orlando Pace, that's right.
Pace.
Back when the Rams were good and they were still here. Next pitch to the lefty from the lefty. Strike called on the outside corner quickly, 0-2. Left-hander against left-hander here. Settles, second leading batter on her team. Actually leads the team, but the other young lady is shot to Darby Tarrant, over to second for one, and back over to first, not in time. So Short is out 6-4. And Settles reaches on the fielder's choice. Still a runner at first, but 2 outs this time for Haley Yanger. Yanger singled in 2 runs in her first at bat. Short and Settles made it on the base paths, and Yanger knocked them home. Butcher trying to get her out. Swinging a foul ball straight back to the screen. Nice pitch.
Yanger did it herself there back in the first, drove in the 2. Now she's got a new pitcher to face.
Butcher back into the circle, has her sign from Doyle, brings it home, and it's in the dirt. Nice stop by Doyle, but it's too late. Settles is already down into second base. So now an RBI opportunity for Yanger, and Collinsville would like to get out of this inning unscathed. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and way out in front. Oh, there's a throw down to third. They almost had the base runner hung up, but back in was Settles as she broke about a quarter of the way to third base. And it's a 1-2 count to Haley Yanger. One more strike would be nice. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Yanger back in from the right side. Butcher, the lefty, ready to work. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive right into the glove of Alyssa Modlin. Once again, she was played perfectly, and the inning comes to a close with no damage done. We head now to the bottom of the third inning, and we are still knotted at 2. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back. Collinsville Sports Complex is where we are. Right across the road from the Collinsville Middle School and right behind the old water plant. I think it's still actually operational until they get the new one up and running across the way.
Number 22, Darby Tarrant.
As we go back to the top of the order here for Collinsville, and Darby Tarrant will lead things off in the third against Haley Yanger. It'll be Tarrant, Hall, and Doyle if anyone can get on. Anderton with a chance to bat as we all just continue to find something to occupy our time, waiting for the Big Blues game number 7 tonight against Dallas. There's a bouncing ball, shortstop. Bruner comes up with it. The throw is not in time. And Darby Tarrant is on base with her second base hit of the afternoon. Third base hit for the Kahawks.
Tough play there for Bruner. How did she make that throw too on the, got it in the dirt there. Tarrant beats it out.
Adriana Hall reached base on an error the first time she was up. And she is up there, maybe to move the runner over. We'll see if she wants to bunt or not. Here's the pitch. She does turn around to bunt. Ball's outside, ball 1. So right now, Coach Swit wants to play a little small ball and get his runner into scoring position.
Yep, move that runner over here and bring it over to your big bats, Doyle and Anderton and Simpson, see if they can do what needs to be done to give the Kahok's the lead.
Yanger looks into Schlor, has her sign, brings it home, and Adriana Hall went right through that high pitch, strike 1. Well, Fallon has not been kind to these Kahawks over the years. Over the last 20 years, Collinsville has only won 5 games against O'Fallon while losing 36. Yanger to Hall. It stays high, 2-1. You count the 2-4 playoff record, and it comes to 7 wins and 40 losses over the last 20 years. Of course, these two teams played already once at O'Fallon, and O'Fallon won. Here's a chance for a double play, second base. That's the only play they're going to get. Nice job by Williams to snare that ball, throw it over to Bruner covering, but Bruner couldn't get the ball out of her glove in time for the return throw over to first. And we just swap places.
Riley Doyle.
Adriana Hall reaches on the fielder's choice, and here comes Riley Doyle, who popped up to the first baseman, settles her first time up. Anderton waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the first pitch. It's inside. Anderton, a strikeout victim, her first time up, and didn't look right facing Yanger for the first time in this game. Maybe she'll stand in that on-deck circle and try to figure out the timing a little more. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch, high. Hall goes. Here's the throw, and she is out.
Tried to go around the tag, couldn't avoid it. Kahawks failed to move the runner over and then run into another out there at second.
So Doyle is batting now with 2 outs, no one on. A 2-0 pitch. Forthcoming here from Haley Yanger. Here it is. Swinging a foul ball straight back. Boy, it looked like that pitch was heading right to Riley's face when she swung at it. Two and 1 the count. Doyle trying to get on and give Anderton a chance to bat here. Here's the pitch. Swing, and she swung through it. 2-2. Tried to hold up, but couldn't. Nice crowd on hand on a beautiful afternoon. According to the weather forecasters around these areas, it was supposed to be raining by 3 o'clock. Well, that didn't happen. Then I heard it got pushed up to about 9 o'clock, and now I guess they're saying it's really not going to happen at all, huh?
Umpire sweeps off the home plate there on middle of this count here, but yeah, the rain is held off.
Umpire and Schlor has a little laugh after that sweep off of home plate. Full count now to Riley Doyle. That was a nice arm by Schlor to throw out Hall down there. There's a swing and a pop fly and a diving catch by Miley Bruner to end the inning. And a couple of good plays here in this inning by the O'Fallon defense has kept Collinsville off of the board. We had 1 base hit in the inning, but that player was erased. We head now to the top of the 4th inning, and we are still tied 2-2. First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. I just got a text message from Cheryl Knutson. Good news. Katie Knutson was released to play, and she'll play a little bit tonight and looks to get in more of game action Thursday in the season finale at home against Edwardsville, which we'll have for you Thursday evening from Kahok Stadium. So nice to see the Lady Kahawks get one of their key players back before the season ends and right before the playoff push. Here is Grace Dumsdorf to lead things off. She'll fly one down the first base line. It falls right behind Heather Martinez and R.J. Simpson. And Dumsdorf is on with a little bloop base hit down the first base side. The 6th base hit of the afternoon for O'Fallon.
She finds that Bermuda Triangle area where nobody can get to the ball. It's on base.
Number 12, Maya Robinson.
There is Maya Robinson. Robinson doubled her last time up, but then was thrown out. Trying to go to third on a ground out by Cassie Owens. And a foul on the bunt attempt. So Dumsdorf on over at first. She flew out in the first inning. Picks up a base hit here. Robinson trying to move her over with a bunt and bunts it foul right at the plate. Quickly 0-2.
See if O'Fallon can succeed where Collinsville failed. In the bottom of the third, move the runner over after a leadoff hit.
Kendra Butcher looking for her first strikeout since she's been put into the game. This would be a nice place for it.
See if O'Fallon keeps the bunt on.
At 0-2, here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball out of play. We're back here tomorrow. Murfreesboro the opponent. We're at Kahok Stadium Thursday. Girls regular season finale soccer game against Edwardsville, and then we're back here Friday for senior night against Triad. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a foul ball out of play once again. Well, that one actually stayed in the park and bounced down there by where the old tarp used to be, and Adriana Hall was on the move again. JV girls are over on the other diamond, but they are playing Highland. What's up with that, by the way?
I guess O'Fallon already committed to a different JV game.
Oh, swing and a miss. There is the first strikeout for Kendra Butcher. Comes at a big time. And that will bring up Cassie Owens. Cassie grounded out to Anderton at third base, her first time up, and then Simpson fired it back over to third base where Darby Tarrant was covering and got Robinson out. Double play in that inning. That pitch is a strike called. That was a little high and tight, but we'll take it.
This game is actually a makeup of last week's, but
yep.
We're originally scheduled for a home game here today.
They're all
home
makeups.
games moved up.
I know. Right now, if you're playing, it's a makeup game.
Just about.
Well, we had 2 yesterday, baseball style against East St. Louis. Those were both makeup games. And the boys are playing today against Alton in their senior day festivities. Now, quickly 0-2 to Cassie Owens. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by Kendra Butcher. And Collinsville 1 out away from getting out of this inning with that leadoff runner still on over at first. It's up to Austin Vickery, the number 9 batter in the order here for the O'Fallon Panthers, and Lauren Munoz. And Vickery singled her first time up, but she was stranded. One of 3 stranded base runners for O'Fallon. We hope to make it 4 right here. Here's the pitch. Just misses the outside corner. Vickery acting like she wants a little bit of a slap hit. Butcher back into the circle. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a slow roller to Heather Martinez. She'll throw it over to first base in time for the out, and the leadoff runner is stranded over at first base after a leadoff single by Dumsdorf. She stays put. Fourth base runner stranded today by the O'Fallon Panthers. We now head to the home half of the fourth inning, and we are still knotted at 2.
I'm a random windstorm. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, shaky. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be picking up this tab yourself. So get Allstate. You could save some cash and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Let's go ahead and thank Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking LLC is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials. That would be sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and much more. That also includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Middle of the order coming up here for Collinsville to be Briley Anderton, R.J. Simpson, and Heather Martinez. And if those three can keep the line moving, Natalie Becker will have a chance to bat here in the bottom of the fourth against Haley Yanger. Anderton struck out her first time up, puts the ball in play. Roller to second base, and Williams is up with it for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring up R.J. Simpson, who singled home a run her first at bat.
Number 28, R.J. Simpson.
Anderton thought she saw with that one, but couldn't do nothing with it. Grounds out quietly.
R.J. picked up her 9th RBI in that 2-run first inning. She looks at one on the outside corner, ball 1. Heather Martinez on deck. 1 out. This is a very fast-moving game, isn't it? Thus far.
Moving right along here. Still
Yeah.
50 minutes in or so.
That one's inside.
And one comes way in there, almost hits her.
I'm just hoping for a nice quick game that Collinsville wins. No extra innings. I want to get home and watch the Blues game like everybody else. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's in shallow left field, and on the run is the left fielder short for the out. Quickly, 2 away. Heather Martinez comes up. She flew out in her only at bat. She did that to Austin Vickery, who is playing center field. Martinez steps in with the bases empty and 2 outs. Yanger ready. Pitch. A little slow roller down the first base side. That's foul. That was almost like a cue shot.
Kept rolling on down the line. I thought might go fair.
Well, we wouldn't have wanted that to happen because the first baseman Settles was right there waiting for it. Maybe with a little bit more smoke on it, and then we'll take it down the first base line. Here's the 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. Natalie Becker waits on deck. Girls soccer team at Alton tonight? O'Fallon, okay. I got Alton on the brain. Softball team yesterday, baseball team today. 2-1 the count to Heather Martinez.
They lost that one to Alton last week, overtime.
Yep.
Haven't been able to find the back of the net last few games.
They've had a little bit of rest since their last game, so maybe that'll help. This one's inside, and it's 3-1. Yanger has not walked anyone in this game, but she's stingy in that department. She's only walked 21 batters this year compared to 133 strikeouts. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a foul ball, that'll make it 3-2.
Be hard to draw a walk here. Martinez needs to eye up something to hit. Not settle for a walk.
This is her 21st game pitched, Haley Yanger, so she is averaging about a walk a game. Pitch, swing, foul. If I had a calculator and maybe some more fingers and toes, I can tell you about how many strikeouts she averages a game. quickly. 131 divided by 21. Just kidding. Don't even try. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Six something, yeah.
Okay. That's almost a strikeout per inning. Swinging another foul ball down the third base side. So Martinez staying alive, and some of those late swings are starting to get a little bit earlier. And
struck out 2 so far.
yeah.
Anderton and Modlin. Modlin was trying to score around to get that bunt.
Here comes another 3-2, and Martinez skies it to center field. Austin Vickery is back there, and Heather Martinez has 2 outs in this game, and both of them have been hit to Vickery. So nothing doing in the bottom of the 4th for Collinsville. We head now to the top of the 5th. We are still tied at 2. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Time to thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. If you would like more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. We have moved to the 5th inning, and we are still scoreless, or excuse me, tied, not scoreless.
Scoreless after the first inning happened.
Yes, after the first, we have been scoreless since then.
This Bruner will lead off this inning for O'Fallon. 3rd time through the lineup for O'Fallon kicking off here, but the 2nd time the batters will see Butcher.
Bruner has popped up to Darby Tarrant and flew out to Alyssa Modlin in her first 2 at-bats, so she's 0 for 2 as she bats here in the 5th inning. Butcher ready to go, and here is the first pitch of the 5th. That's a called strike. Butcher came in and got 1 out in the 2nd, pitched all of the 3rd, all of the 4th. Finally got her first couple of strikeouts in the last half inning. 2 in a row. In key spots, too, after a leadoff single. I was hoping they were going to take that momentum and put some runs together in that last half inning, but that wasn't the case. We got ourselves a pitcher's duel going on here.
Seemed like how it was going to be yesterday, but then Alton broke through with a couple runs in that 6th inning.
That didn't hit her? Wow. I thought for sure that hit Bruner. Nice job by her getting out of the way.
Yeah, came in real fast in on her, and quick reflexes jumped out of the way.
2-1. I used to have reflexes like that when I was 16. 2-2 now the count, I think. What did you just say?
3-1, and then now he threw up about 2 different things.
I know.
I'll just leave 3-1 up there.
He's just throwing fingers up everywhere, isn't he?
Maybe
Next
that's
pitch.
right.
Swinging a foul ball. Well, if that was wrong, now it's 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. Full count here to Bruner.
Top of the order here for O'Fallon. That's where they did their damage in the 1st. Outside, it's a walk. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see that.
That's how it starts. Early walk.
Second walk issued to O'Fallon batters here today. One of those walks belonged to Reynolds. Here is Ashley Schlor. Schlor received that walk in the 1st inning. And she flew out to Adriana Hall back in the 3rd. Schlor with a runner on first. Here's the pitch outside.
Okay, O'Fallon looking to bunt Bruner over. This is where they failed last inning.
We all have. Both teams have, trying to play a little small ball. Second inning in a row, the leadoff batter is on here for O'Fallon. Collinsville got out of it last time, as this one misses the outside corner. Quickly 2-0. Now Coach Swip is going to come out, talk to his girls. That'll give us a chance to thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering. They are locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate. And you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. I bet Tony and Corey Jones were busy last week after that little storm came through and dumped some hail on the area.
Yeah, good for business there, unfortunately. Yeah,
unfortunately.
Get some business to them and get those repairs going.
All right, conversation's over. It's quickly 2-0 to Ashley Schlor with a runner at first, swinging a high fly ball. That will send Natalie Becker back in center field. She has it, and there's one away.
Well, it's interesting. O'Fallon takes the bunt off there, following the meeting in the circle with Coach Swip, and Schlor settles to fly out to center, and O'Fallon doesn't move the runner over.
Here comes Kelly Short. She reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first inning, singled, and then was forced out in the third. Here's a pitch. This one hits the outside corner for a called strike one. Miley Brunner on at first base. She received the first walk issued here by Butcher this afternoon. And the next to Short is outside. Snap throw down to first base, and back in time is Brunner. That was a real good snap throw.
Yeah, pitch was outside there, but yeah, it was a great location to get that throw down to first. Runner's back in time.
1-1. That's on the inside corner, painting both sides of the plate here in this at bat to Short.
Goes away, and then cuts one inside, and Short ducks out of it, but it's in there for a strike.
Butcher ready with the next pitch. Here it is. Swinging right past the glove of Anderton over at third base. And Brunner moves down to second.
That one gets through the infield real quick. Anderton just can't get her glove down. It's a hit for Short.
Seventh hit of the afternoon for O'Fallon. So now runners on first and second and one out for Courtney Settles, the first baseman for O'Fallon. She's been on base twice as well. Singled and scored in the first and reached on a fielder's choice in the third, but was stranded at second. Lefty versus lefty. First pitch outside. We're in the top of the fifth already. 2-2 game. Both teams scored 2 runs in their respective halves of the first inning. O'Fallon trying to make some noise here with runners on first and second and one out. There's a big swing and a miss. Settles was over the top of that ball. Looking fastball and got a little bit of an off-speed delivery. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Hitter, what you do, stick her knee out in front of it?
Elbow, I guess. It was hanging there. She kind of hung it down real low there and let it hit her a bit, and Coach Swip wants to talk about that one.
That'll load the bases.
At least he saw it. We had one game where the umpire missed every single hit by pitch. The Edwardsville game. It was hilarious.
So, our first hit batter results in a bases loaded situation. Settles is at first, Short is at second, Brunner is at third, and Yanger has both RBIs that are on the board for O'Fallon, and she steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Trouble here for Collinsville. Butcher pitches, swinging a shot down the third baseline. That gets by Anderton. Modlin picks it up, throws it in, and holds Yanger to a 1 RBI single, but the damage is done, and O'Fallon regains their lead.
Definitely a rip to left there. Anderton had no chance to get it. And actually, Karam kind of threw the holes there in left field and bounced up for Modlin to make the throw in more quicker than you would have thought, and holds him to 1 run.
Still bases loaded. That brings up Dumsdorf. She swings through one. Dumsdorf has flied out and singled today.
Inger's driven in all 3 runs.
She has. Chance for Dumsdorf to do the same. Pop up. This one's going to stay right in front of the pitcher circle. Oh,
it's infield fly, so
infield fly, but still, you got to have a little communication out there as Doyle and Butcher almost ran smack dab into each other.
Yeah, actually would have been bad if they would have dropped that one. Nobody covering home. Short may have tried to get in and score.
Here is Maya Robinson. Robinson doubled back in the second and struck out in the fourth. Trying to get out of this with just 1 run scored. There's a base hit right past the diving glove of Heather Martinez. 2 runs are going to score. Run comes home, and everybody else is safe. A 2 RBI single by Maya Robinson has pushed this to a 5-2 lead. As Short comes in to score, so does Settles. Over to third on the play is Yanger. And it's runners on first and third with 2 outs, excuse me.
Attention, please.
The hit by pitch was big there. Walk set everything up. And the big bats at Yanger and Robinson drive in the runs.
Pinch hitter coming up for Cassie Owens is Zoe Howard. Owens was the designated player. Howard batting .474 on the year with 10 runs batted in. Strike right down the middle. Runners on first and third, 2 outs, 5-2 in favor of O'Fallon here in the 5th. Butcher ready for the pinch hitter Howard, and she looks at strike 2. Zoe Howard, if you take away the 5 plate appearances for Lily Winkle and the 10 plate appearances for Courtney Settles, those are the top 2 batters in the lineup for O'Fallon. Then there's Zoe Howard, who has 42 plate appearances before this one, as she fouls a pitch over our heads. So the leading hitter for O'Fallon, not getting the start here today, but here she is pinch hitting in the 5th. Got to do a little bit more house cleaning there at home plate.
I think she kicked the dirt on herself. Howard stepping up, and umpire saw that and was one to shake it off there and get it going.
She apologized. She didn't mean to do it. Butcher's ready with the 0-2. Here it is. Inside, strike 3 called. That's a way to get out of the inning, but the damage is done as 3 runs come across the score on just a couple of base hits and a walk. We head now to the bottom of the 6th. Collinsville with some work to do as they trail by a score of 5-2.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200.
Let's thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club. Since 1934, the Collinsville Junior Service Club has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on anything that the Collinsville Junior Service Club is sponsoring, you can go to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, hit the events tab, and that will tell you everything that you need to know. Last year, Collinsville lost both the home and away games. Lost 6-4 here at home on April the 4th and 4-1 at O'Fallon on the 7th of May. All that happened before Collinsville finally beat the Panthers, and they did it in the playoffs. The first round regional semifinals by a score of 5-2 at Belleville West. That was nice to see. Here is Natalie Becker leading off. Becker looks like she wants to do a little slap bunt, and it goes awry, and it hit the end of her bat or something.
Yeah,
I didn't even hear it.
Before she even get the bat really off the shoulders, it stayed up high there and caromed off her bat.
Becker grounded out to the third baseman. Her first time up, with the second baseman Williams covering. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bottom of the order, Becker, Marsala, and Modlin, if anyone can get on. Back to the top, and Darby Tarrant. Collinsville trailing by 3 runs. Here's the pitch, and she swings right through that one.
Bomb drops out of that one.
I think she swung when she was about halfway to the pitcher's circle when she swung. This one's outside to Natalie Becker. Each team scored 2 runs in the first. Fallon broke the tie with 3 runs in the top of this inning. Collinsville trying to answer as Becker hits one foul down the third base line. Gorgeous day. Finally got some heat and humidity around this area, huh? That one's high. 3-2. Well, we said that Yanger averages about 1 walk per game.
Still waiting for that walk.
Still waiting for it. Could this be the one? Here's the 3-2 pitch. Foul ball. Down the third base side. Natalie Becker back in from the left side, ready to face the righty, Haley Yanger, with another 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Oh, strike 3 called on the outside corner.
Tough one to take there. Yanker's been getting that corner, and Becker goes down looking.
Believe it or not, that's only the second strikeout of this game for Yanger. So Collinsville doing a good job putting the ball in play. Here's Belle Marsala, who grounded out to the shortstop Bruner her first time up. Now it's getting kind of late. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chance for Bruner once again at shortstop, and she pays dividends once again. Back-to-back 6-3 putouts off the bat of Belle Marsala, and here comes Alyssa Modlin, the other strikeout victim here for Yanger this afternoon.
Nope, she's going to head back to the bench here. Coach Swip will bring in someone else to take the spot. Who will it be?
Looks like Lizzie Sauer.
Number 14, Elizabeth Sauer.
So Lizzie Sauer comes in to take the place of Alyssa Modlin. Sauer comes into this game batting a 146 with a couple of runs batted in, but she's not going to have a chance to bat one in here unless she puts all of her weight behind it and gets one over the fence. Bases empty, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. O'Fallon leading 5-2. Yanger back into the pitcher's circle. Brings it home. Strike called right down the middle. Next pitch on the way to Sauer. Swinging a shot down the first baseline. That's fair. That's going to go for extra bases. Well, no, she's going to stop because that was a nice backhand play down there by Maya Robinson to keep that ball from going to the fence. I thought for sure Sauer was going to reach second base, but once Robinson got that glove down, that dream was over.
Well, she pokes a bat out there, hits the other way, just lands long line there, fair. Good pinch hit at bat there for Sauer to bring us back to the top of the order.
All right, here is Darby Tarrant, who is 2 for 2 this afternoon with 2 singles and a run scored. Pitch. She tries to bunt, goes right through it. 0-1. Darby Tarrant tag one here. How about taking one of those outside pitches down the third baseline? Ball 1, 1-1. Or even better yet, pull a screamer down the first baseline. But I like going the other way. See, I'm a left-handed batter. I always tried to slap it down the other way. That's the way I'm talking about. It gets past the third baseman and the shortstop. It hits both of them, but neither one can come up with it. And Darby Tarrant, with 3 base hits this afternoon, finds herself back over at first base. 5th hit for Collinsville.
Sends that one the other way. Brings it up here to Hall now.
Adriana Hall reached on an error and scored in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third.
Some 2-out action here for the Kahoks. First 2 struck out and grounded out. Then he brought in Sauer for the pinch hitter.
Hall ready with the first from Yanger. It's high. Ball 1. Sure would like to see Adriana muscle up here and send one down the first base line right over the scoreboard. How about that?
Feel free to hit it. Hit the scoreboard.
Sure, go right ahead. Won't bother us. Here's a ground ball to Bruner at short in time
Almost
for the out. Almost. Inning comes to a close. Collinsville strands a couple of runners after getting back-to-back base hits by Sauer and Tarrant, but nothing doing. We head to the top of the 6th inning, and it is still O'Fallon leading this one by a score of 5-2.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their 2nd year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
I'm a random windstorm. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, shaky. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be picking up this tab yourself. So get Allstate. You could save some cash and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you as we begin the 6th inning. O'Fallon leading by a score of 5-2. And Collinsville will have to face Austin Vickery, the number 9 batter in the order for O'Fallon. Then back to the top of the order, and Miley Bruner and Ashley Schloer. Boy, Bruner, she scoops up everything over there at short, doesn't she?
I got nothing past her yet.
No.
No errors or nothing.
Except for that one ball that hit the third baseman, then hit her. Then it went in the outfield, but other than that, she gobbles pretty much everything up. Here is a ball missed on the inside to Austin Vickery. Vickery has singled and grounded out here in this game. Officially 1 for 2. Kendra Butcher came in with 2 outs in the second, been in the pitcher's circle ever since. There's a fly ball foul. That one will end up behind the Collinsville dugout. Nice crowd on hand here down the third base way for Collinsville anyway. And not too bad over on the visitor side either. JV girls are over on the other diamond playing a junior varsity game against Highland. Pitch, strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Austin Vickery with Miley Bruner waiting on deck. O'Fallon right now, 5 runs on 9 hits. They've left 6 base runners on. Collinsville, 2 runs on 5 hits. They've left a couple on themselves. There's a fly ball. This one's down the first base side, and Adriana Hall is there and makes the catch right before she runs into the tarp thing.
I've seen that before. It happened earlier in the game. Made that catch right in front of the old tarp roll-up thing.
Yeah, that's like a tarp thing. Tarp thing.
We used to have a tarp. We just now have the roll-up thing.
So if we have anybody out there that wants to buy us a tarp, we've got the roll-up thing already. All you got to do is buy the tarp. Miley Bruner back to the top of the order. Bruner skies one, foul, and that's going to get out of play down the third base side for Bruner. She started off this game by popping up to Darby Tarrant. Then she flew out to Alyssa Modlin before she walked and scored in that 3-run fifth inning.
Save on some of them rainouts if we can get that tarp again.
Yeah, it might. So we had to move that one game from here to Belleville East because they had the tarp. I went out there, and I'm like, man, it doesn't even look like it rained a drop out here. Swinging a foul ball down the first base side. Then I realized they had a tarp. That's why it looked like it didn't rain a drop. We can duct tape a bunch of trash bags together, can't we?
No, Edwardsville has a tarp. They pulled that one out there on that first time they was trying to play that game, and rains came. They pulled the tarp out.
Bruner in an 0-2 hole. Butcher trying to strike her out. Instead, a little pop fly, and Heather Martinez just couldn't quite get there. And the ball gets past Adriana Hall, but just on one bounce, she goes and gets it before Bruner can motor over to second base. Heather Martinez almost got there without outstretched glove.
Just too tough of a play to make. Having to outstretch the glove and keep going back like that.
Here's Ashley Schlor. 0 for 2 officially this afternoon with a walk. High and outside. One out, runner at first. O'Fallon leading by 3. Collinsville needs to keep that right where it is to have a chance in the 6th and the 7th. Butcher ready? Right down the middle. 1-1. We are right back here tomorrow. Again, 4:15 pregame, 4:30 game time. Murfreesboro Red Devils provide the opposition tomorrow afternoon. Next pitch. This one misses the outside portion of the plate, 2-1. As long as Mother Nature cooperates, I call this my home away from home this week. Game here today and tomorrow and Friday. Next pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by Riley Doyle, and it's 3-1. Hard to believe that 1 week from tomorrow, the soccer playoffs get underway. The school year almost winding down. 11 days of school left after today. Swinging a foul down the third base side.
11 days of school left. What's the last day? The
22nd.
22nd, yeah.
And that day is a early dismissal day. We only have to go to school for 2 hours. Full count on the batter, Ashley Schlor.
How many snow days were there?
I want to say 5.
It would have been done even sooner.
Yep. High fly ball. Center fielder Natalie Becker is on the run, and she makes the catch. Staying put at first base is Miley Bruner, and there are 2 away. So Ashley Schlor has had 3 fly ball outs today, 2 of them to Becker, 1 of them to Hall.
The left fielder, number
Here's
10,
Kelly Short.
Short.
Short has singled twice, reached on a fielder's choice in the first, and has scored a couple of runs. Need to get out of this now and leave the middle of the order for O'Fallon to lead off the next inning. Settles is on deck, and Haley Yanger in the hole. Butcher ready with another delivery. Here it is. Outside. Ball 2, 2-0. Butcher needs to throw a strike here to Short. She does. Short skies it. Adriana Hall is going to move in. Heather Martinez goes out. Neither one of them could get it. Here comes a throw into the infield, and it's going to go all the way back over toward the Collinsville dugout, and that's going to score a run. And that runner would not have scored if not for that last errant throw.
Nope. She was, Butcher was willing to settle there for third base. Martinez picked the ball up and just kind of threw it wildly. Goes all the way over to the fencing near the dugout. 6th run on the board for O'Fallon.
And that is the first error of this game for Collinsville, and it's a costly one. It allows Short to move to second, and it brings Bruner in from third, where she was very happily going to stay. That brings up Courtney Settles, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run in her last at bat. On the outside corner.
Almost could have been the third out of the inning. Instead, O'Fallon gets the run.
Settles, beside being hit by that pitch, has reached on a fielder's choice and singled. She scored 2 runs, and she fouls one out of play. Haley Yanger, who has 3 runs batted in here in this game, waits on deck. We would like for her to lead off the next inning.
Definitely like to leave her in the leadoff on deck circle here in the 6th.
Runner at second base, 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's going to send Adriana Hall back if it stays in the park. It is over the scoreboard. I mentioned that earlier, but it's the wrong color jersey.
Yeah, she got all of that one.
Sure
It was
did.
way up over the scoreboard there and lands on the base of that garage out there. 2-run home run.
That makes it 8-2. And the O'Fallon Panthers are very excited about that. Can't say as I blame them.
Pitcher number 16, Haley.
Yeah, definitely more breathing room here now. 6-run lead. Yanger will bat, but nobody on for her. And Butcher will stay in the game.
8 runs on 10 hits now for O'Fallon. Here comes Haley Yanger. Yanger takes a strike on the inside. Yanger, as I mentioned, 3 RBIs. She has 2 singles, and she lined out hard to Alyssa Modlin in her only other at bat where she didn't reach base. So she knows how to hit this ball. Here comes the 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to count to O'Fallon's pitcher as Butcher sends another one outside. 2-1. Next delivery, strike called right down the middle. Looked a little high, but we'll take it. Nice crowd is gathered out there in center field. A couple of trucks with the tailgates down and some kids enjoying the softball game. They're probably here to play the next one, I would imagine. There's a high fly ball right to center field and right to Natalie Becker in the inning. Finally comes to a close, but not before. 3 more runs score on 3 more base hits. A big 2-run home run by Courtney Settles. The big blast in that inning. So now we will head to the home half of the 6th inning, and Collinsville has a lot more work to do than they did when they started this inning. We're back with the bottom of the 6th in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you, checking the IHSA's website. The seedings came out today for both softball and the baseball teams, and the softball team here picks up a number 4 seed, while the baseball team picks up a number 5 seed. The schedules will come out tomorrow. Here is Riley Doyle to lead off the bottom of the 6th for Collinsville. Kahawks need some runs. They trail by 6 now. And that's a tough task to ask when you are facing the likes of Haley Yanger. First pitch, squaring around to bunt is Doyle. She misses. Strike one. Doyle has popped up to Settles at first base and lined out to Bruner at shortstop. Got to have some base runners to have a chance. There's a high pop fly. Bruner calls for it. Nope, and she'll give way for Dumstorf, and Dumstorf will haul it in. And quickly, one away. And that'll bring up Riley Anderton. Anderton 0 for 2 this afternoon with a strikeout and a ground out. The freshman looking for her first hit in this game. She has one home run, 13 runs batted in when she came into this game, batting .438. She also has 4 doubles in her brief stint as a varsity player. Looks at one inside, quickly 2-0. Yanger. You heard Coach Swip in the pregame show saying she's not only one of the best pitchers in the Southwestern Conference, but one of the best pitchers in the area. Swing and a miss by Anderton. 2-1. Yanger brings home another. Off-speed pitch, stays a little high, 2-2. Last regular season win at home here against these O'Fallon Lady Panthers on April Fool's Day of 2016, a 3-2 win. So that was 3 years ago. Swing and a miss by Anderton. And now a full count at 3-2. Told you we beat this team last year in the playoffs. Last time we lost to O'Fallon in the playoffs was back in 2013. That was a 10-3 loss at Belleville East. Anderton down on strikes for the second time here in this game. And that is only the third strikeout in this game for Yanger.
Yeah, Yanger had Anderton full the whole time, just had her guessing. Just threw her bat at that last one there, and Yanger with her, third strikeout.
There's R.J. Simpson, who has a RBI single to her credit, and that happened back in the 2-run first inning. The only run scored here by Collinsville. And Simpson flew out to Kelly Short in left field, her last at bat. That one must have been high. 1-1. Not complaining, but I've seen him call those pitches strikes here today. 1-1 the count. Pitch, swinging a foul ball over the press box. RJ came in leading her team in the home run department. She has 2. Only 2 other players have hit one. Anderton we just told you about, and Heather Martinez. Pitch in the dirt. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Collinsville down to their final 4 outs.
Said last inning it was getting late, and then O'Fallon added 3
Yeah.
runs on the board.
That's what we didn't need. Swinging a foul back to the screen.
Two count.
R.J. Simpson steps back in from the left side. The righty Yanger ready to go and bounces another one in the dirt. Full count. She's had a couple of these girls in full count situations here today, but still has yet to issue that walk. Here's the next. Swinging a little pop fly that has spin on it. The throw is not going to be in time. Boy, that Yanger, man, she came off that circle quickly and ran right to the ball, but it had that spin going on, and as soon as it hit the ground, it spun right toward the first baseline, and Yanger couldn't grip it and throw it in time.
Yeah, it's probably still spinning in her hand when she picked it up. And
I believe so.
Had a weak toss over there to Settles.
6th base hit of the afternoon for Collinsville. Second one for Simpson. Heather Martinez steps up and needs to keep the ball away from Austin Vickery at center field so far today, and that's where Heather Martinez has hit both of her batted balls. Yanger steps back into the circle. Runner at first, 2 outs. Next pitch to Martinez, swinging a line drive right into the glove of Miley Bruner. Well, there's 2 people you need to keep the ball away from here. Vickery in center and Bruner at shortstop. As the inning comes to a close, Collinsville strands another runner. That's just their 4th runner stranded here in this game. But we head to the top of the 7th inning, and the lead continues to be held by the O'Fallon Panthers. It is 8-2.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. 7th inning has rolled our way, and things are not in our favor as the O'Fallon Panthers have a 8-2 lead as we begin play here in the 7th inning.
4.
What's going on?
He brought Reynolds back in to pitch, and
okay.
So got to be some other changes out there. I can't figure out who that is in right field. That's not Hall.
That looks like Abby Pfister.
Abby Pfister and Belle Marsalis came in, and I guess she's playing second base.
All right, so Marsala takes the place of Martinez at second base. Pfister takes the place of Hall out in right field, and Reynolds is back out onto the hill. She pitched a inning and 2/3 to start this game off with. And it'll be Grace Dumsdorf to lead off things here in this 7th inning for O'Fallon. Reynolds pitches outside, ball 1. Next pitch from Reynolds on the way. Lays off of it. Outside to Dumsdorf. It'll be Dumsdorf, Robinson, and Zoe Howard, I'm guessing. Reynolds ready with another, and it stays outside. Well, that one hits the corner at least. 2-1 the count. All 3 pitches have been outside. This one hits the corner. And a pitch and a swing and a miss. 2-2. And the next delivery on the way, and that one's in the dirt.
Is there a seniors thing or something maybe? Interesting he took out
Well,
Hall and Martinez.
I mean, we got more changes going on here too. Natalie Becker is now out in left field, and Lizzie Sowers in center and makes a great diving catch.
There you go.
And her first defensive play of this game.
Dive down for that
Wow.
one. Good catch.
Yeah, that's a way to come in and get the butterflies out of your stomach, huh?
The right fielder, number 12.
There is Maya Robinson. Robinson has doubled, singled, and struck out in this game. She also has a couple of RBIs. That was big in that 3-run 5th inning for O'Fallon, as this one is in the dirt, ball 1. So now you have Becker in left, Lizzie Sauer in center, Abby Pfister in right. Anderton is still at third. Tarrant is still at short. There's a ball to Tarrant. Nope. Anderton's going to cut it off and throw over to first base in time for the out. So quickly 2 away, and that will bring up Zoe Howard. Howard came in to pinch hit for Cassie Owens. in the 5th inning and got caught looking at a called strike 3.
For the Panthers, number 14, Zoe Howard.
Yep, Howard stays in here and will bat with 2 outs.
And a pitch high and outside. We'll see how Coach Swip has his lineup in the bottom of the 7th inning with all these defensive changes. Trying to get a little something going here, trailing by 6 runs. This pitch is outside, 2-0. Austin Vickery waits on deck, but there's 2 outs, trying to get this last one here. Then come to the plate for a little 7-run 7th inning. How about that? On a day of 7s. 7th day of May, 7th game of the playoffs. Starts at 7 o'clock. And the towels they're giving away tonight, Patrick Maroon, number 7.
There you go.
Swinging a high fly ball. On the run is Sauer in center field. She's underneath it, and she accounts for 2 of the outs here in this 7th inning that now moves to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Collinsville with a lot of work to do. Kahawks trail by a score of 8-2.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Bottom of the 7th inning is here, and Collinsville has a lot of work to do. They trail by 6. Both teams scoring 2 runs in the 1st inning. It stayed that way till the 5th when O'Fallon knocked home 3, and then they liked doing that so much in the 5th, they did the same thing in the 6th. Natalie Becker would lead things off here for Collinsville. It would be the bottom of the order. And Becker will lead us off. She is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Belmar Sala in the on-deck circle. Yanger. A swing and a foul ball down the first base side. Yanger is trying for her 15th complete game of the year out of her 19 starts. This is start number 19. She's finished all but 4. Becker trying to get on base for the first time here this afternoon. Looks at a ball outside, 1-1. Next pitch, bunt foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Late getting that bunt down.
Told you last year that O'Fallon swept both the games from Collinsville in the regular season. When's the last time Collinsville did the same to O'Fallon? You have to go all the way back to 2007. The last time Collinsville won. Home and away series. I'm guessing that was. Funny. Here's the 1-2. Pop fly. Don't hit it to Bruner. I've already told you that. No.
Popov, I guess, right? Head coach of O'Fallon, Lauren Popov.
Well, okay.
Or Muniz.
Well, that was her name back then.
Yeah.
Here is Belmar Sala, who has grounded out to Bruner her first 2 times up. Stay away from the O'Fallon shortstop.
Good pitcher for Collinsville. Now she coaches O'Fallon.
Yep, she is into her 4th year. 74 and 39 mark. Looking for win number 75. Swinging a foul ball straight back. Pete Hoffman was that voice you heard down there and raising the hands. Woo! Last team to complete the sweep, 2007 Kahawks under Mr. Hoffman. Coach Hoffman, excuse me. Swinging a shot right back to where it came from. Yanger, just stuck her glove in front of her face, and an easy 1-3 put out. Collinsville's down to their final out here, and it's going to be up to who? Lizzie Sauer.
Lizzie Sauer. Last toe pair she got on base, got a hit back in the 5th.
And she had a couple of putouts in center field in her only defensive inning, and one of them was a great sliding diving catch. So she's feeling it today, right?
Feeling here and keep this game going.
Swinging a foul ball down the third baseline. So Sauer trying to get on. On deck is Gabby Niebrigge, who would bat for Darby Tarrant if Sauer can keep this inning going. Pitch. Swinging a slow roller to the third baseman. Dumsdorf is up with it and over for the final out of this game. Collinsville drops this game by a score of 8-2, and that brings us into our post-game coverage brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. Right now, their focus is on Mother's Day. Mom's Day is this Sunday, kids, so if you haven't made plans yet to pick up that bouquet of flowers, now is the time to make that happen. Give them a call at 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Collinsville drops this one this afternoon. 8-2 the final score. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex as we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show. No coaches interview. We're going to be back here talking to him tomorrow for the pregame interview anyway, so we will close it out here. Collinsville loses 8-2. O'Fallon 8 runs on 10 hits. They committed 2 errors. Both of those errors happened in the first inning. That helped Collinsville score a couple of runs. And the O'Fallon Panthers left 6 on base. Collinsville 2 runs on 6 hits. They committed 1 error and left 4 base runners on base. And Chris Kettler, I thought we were in for a little bit of a turn of events here. Kind of swept the tables on the O'Fallon Panthers after they scored 2 runs and Collinsville comes back and ties it in the first. I thought we had a good game brewing here, and it was up until the 5th inning.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have that big pitcher's duel again, and then just O'Fallon gets that big hit. Another one from Yanger, too much of her here today, and then the home run late in the game really put the dent there in the scoreboard, and O'Fallon got the hits there late in the game when they needed to. Seeing Butcher a little later in the game there, you would like to see Reynolds get through a little more, a few more batters there. It might have helped that out late in the game, but didn't work out for the Kahoks here today.
Well, Haley Yanger, not only did she pitch a great game, she also knocked in 3 of the 8 runs. A couple more knocked in by Maya Robinson, and the Collinsville Kahawks dropped this one by a score of 8-2. So that drops Kahawks' overall record to 9-14. They are now 4-5 in conference play. O'Fallon improves to 17-7, and they are 6-3 in conference play. Well, we're right back here tomorrow. Murfreesboro, never seen them, don't know anything about them. I did contact their coach. She did send me some stats, so at least I'll have that going for me tomorrow.
Got that going for you. I looked a while back, saw them like 21-8, so they got a good record. They probably play smaller 3A type of schools throughout their year, but it'd be fun to play somebody different.
Yeah.
It's also a school that Collinsville never sees them really in any sports throughout the year.
Yeah. Well, it was nice hanging out with you. It's been a while since we've been able to do that on the air anyway, so nice seeing you, and we'll do it again tomorrow. How about that?
Let's do it tomorrow. Tell it not to rain.
Yeah, that's
Enjoy
right.
Go Blues. Let's go
Go Blues. My name is Todd Duke. Thanks to Brett Swip for taking time out and spending it with us in the pregame show. And again, final score 8-2. We're back here tomorrow. Game against Murfreesboro scheduled 4:15 pregame. 4:30 is scheduled first pitch. And until tomorrow, let's go Blues. Everybody have a good night.